I'm 99 years old. At this age, people don't ask me about my career anymore. They ask me about sleep. They ask, why do I keep waking up at night to pee? Is this just old age? And if you're over 65 and exhausted from the same problem, I want to speak to you gently but clearly. Waking up once in the night can be normal for many older adults, but when you're up 2, 3, even 4 times every night, when your sleep is broken into pieces, when mornings feel heavy and your mood feels fragile, it stops being just an inconvenience. It becomes a quiet suffering that most people never talk about. You go to bed hoping for rest, and instead you spend the night walking the same path between your bed and the bathroom. You feel embarrassed, you feel frustrated, you might even feel a little hopeless, like this is just how it is now. But often there are habits underneath this that nobody has explained clearly. There are parts of aging we accept with grace, and there are parts we can improve with understanding. Nighttime urination is often a mix of both. So let me speak to you as someone who has watched many people grow old around me and who has learned that the body is still listening even in our later years. Before we go further, I need to say this. What I'm sharing is general information and personal perspective, not medical advice. Frequent nighttime urination, what doctors call nocturia, can have many causes: heart issues, kidney problems, diabetes, prostate changes, medications, infections, and more. If you have pain, burning, blood in your urine, swelling, sudden changes, or dizziness, please see a doctor or urologist. They need to check for serious conditions. What I'm talking about here are the lifestyle and timing mistakes that make things worse for many older adults, even after medical issues are being managed. Let me ask you something simple. Do you eat your largest meal in the evening? Do you enjoy salty, heavy, or processed foods at dinner? Do you often take your vitamins, supplements, or medicines with a full glass of water right before bed? If so, I want you to see this clearly. You may have unknowingly trained your body to push fluid out at night instead of during the day. It's not that your body is failing you. It's that your habits are sending the wrong signals at the wrong time. Think about your kidneys as gentle filters. All day long, they're quietly cleaning the blood and balancing fluids. When you overload them in the evening with a big, salty meal, sugary desserts, lots of fluid, or late-night pills with water, you're asking them to do their hardest work at the very time you want to rest. The kidneys respond by moving more fluid into the bladder. The bladder stretches, fills, and then sends an urgent message to your brain. Wake up, we need to empty. So instead of deep sleep, you get short cycles of dozing and walking. Over time, this doesn't just make you tired, it wears down your spirit. The good news is this: what you have trained your body to do, you can often retrain it to stop. Not overnight, not perfectly, but gently over days and weeks. You are not powerless. You still have more control than you think. So let's talk about the main mistake and how to correct it. The big mistake many seniors make is this: they let their evenings become the heaviest part of their day. Heaviest in food, heaviest in salt, heaviest in fluid, and heaviest in activity. Then they expect a light, quiet night. The body doesn't work that way. If you feed it like it's daytime, it will behave like it's daytime. So the first correction is simple. Start treating the evening as a time of lightness, not loading. That means eating a lighter dinner whenever possible. Make the earlier meal, the one at midday, the bigger one. In the evening, aim for something easier. Cooked vegetables, a small portion of protein, maybe some simple grains or broth, depending on what your doctor allows. Reduce heavy, salty sauces. Be careful with very sweet desserts at night. Salt encourages your body to hold on to water, and then later it has to get rid of it. Sugar can disturb your blood sugar and affect bladder control. When you keep your evening meal calm and moderate, you reduce the pressure on your kidneys and bladder at night. Next is the timing of fluids. Many older adults believe the solution is to drink very little all day, then catch up in the evening. That often backfires. The body becomes thirsty and compensates late, and everything you drink shows up in your bladder when you're trying to sleep. Instead, try drinking more of your fluids earlier in the day, morning and early afternoon, and gradually reduce the amount as evening approaches. Save the last bigger glass of water for a few hours before bed, not right before you lie down. In the final 90 minutes before sleep, keep it to small sips only if you're very thirsty. Give your bladder time to fill, empty, and rest before you close your eyes. Many seniors also take supplements or medicine late at night with a full glass of water. Sometimes that timing is necessary, but not always. If your doctor or pharmacist says it's safe, ask if some of your pills can be taken in the morning or daytime instead. The idea is not to change your prescriptions on your own. That is dangerous. The idea is to talk about timing. When more medicines and fluids are taken earlier, the body can process them while you are awake and moving rather than waking you out of deep sleep. Now let's add a quieter piece, preparing your body and mind to wind down. Our organs are not just mechanical parts. They respond to the nervous system. If you go to bed rushed, stressed, or worried, your body is already on high alert. It becomes easy for any small bladder signal to wake you. One simple practice is to sit quietly for a few minutes before bed. Place your hands gently over your lower belly. Breathe slowly in through your nose, out through your mouth. As you breathe, imagine the bladder emptying fully. You might silently say to yourself, I release what I don't need now. My body is allowed to rest. My sleep is protected. You are not casting a spell. You are telling your nervous system it is safe to relax. You may think this message is only about waking to pee, but it's bigger than that. It's about dignity. It's about freedom. It's about remembering that even at 70, 80, 90, or beyond, your choices still matter. You can still learn. You can still adjust. You are not a passenger trapped in a failing body. You are a partner working with a tired but loyal friend, your own body, which has carried you for decades. So let's turn this into something practical. For the next 7 nights, try this simple plan. Make your larger meal earlier in the day and eat lighter at dinner. Notice and reduce very salty or sugary foods in the evening. Drink most of your fluids earlier, morning and early afternoon, and cut back gradually as night approaches. Stop all regular drinks about 90 minutes before bed, except for small sips if needed. Take your time emptying your bladder before you lie down. Don't rush. If you have swelling in your legs, ask your doctor if gently elevating your legs for a short time in the evening is suitable for you. And each morning, simply write down how many times you woke in the night, not to judge yourself, just to notice. Small changes rarely feel dramatic on day one, but over a week, over 2 weeks, your body begins to understand the new rhythm. Many older adults find that instead of waking 4 times, they wake once or twice. Some finally sleep a longer block for the first time in years. That is not magic. That is your body responding to kinder timing. If this message gave you clarity or a little hope, don't keep it only for yourself. There are many people your age who are suffering silently with the same problem, too embarrassed to talk about it. Share this with someone you care about. And if you're going to try these changes, write in the comments, "I'm starting my better evenings." It's a small promise to yourself. Your body is still listening. Give it simple, patient instructions instead of anger and blame. I'm 99, and I can tell you this. Aging with peace is not about controlling everything. It's about working gently with what you can still influence. Your evenings are one of those things. May your nights become calmer, your sleep deeper, and your days a little brighter.